Ever wondered what your dog is trying to say? Your dog is talking to you all the time. They communicate through barks, wags, and ear positions. Dogs are masters of body language. Today, we'll break down key canine signals. By the end, you'll read your dog like a book. Get ready to dive into dog communication. You'll see your dog in a new light. Let's start. Let's start with the classic, tail wagging. Now, many people think a wagging tail always means a happy dog, but that's not always the case. It's not just about the wag, it's about the way they're wagging. If your dog is wagging their tail slowly and gently, with their body relaxed, they're probably feeling relaxed or friendly. But if that tail is moving fast and high, like a flag waving in the wind, they're likely excited or happy to see you. However, a wagging tail doesn't always mean a happy pup. If your dog's tail is stiff and held low, especially with a closed mouth or tense posture, they may feel uneasy or submissive. Pay attention to the speed, the height, and the overall body language accompanying the wag. Next up, ears. Dogs are like little radar stations, constantly scanning their environment, and their ears are your first clue to their mood. If your dog's ears are perked up, standing tall and facing forward, they're likely curious or alert. They've heard something interesting, maybe a squirrel rustling in the leaves or the mailman approaching, but when their ears are floppy and relaxed, resting comfortably against their head, it's a sign they're calm and content. Now, if those ears are flattened against their head, pulled back and almost touching their skull, that's a different story. This usually means your dog is feeling nervous, stressed, or threatened. They might be feeling scared, anxious, or unsure of a situation. It's their way of trying to make themselves appear smaller and less threatening. Did you know that eye contact speaks volumes in the canine world? For dogs, a direct stare can be a challenge, a sign of dominance. A soft gaze with a relaxed body shows trust and affection. It's their way of saying, I love you. Direct, unblinking eye contact can be a sign of dominance. Avoid eye contact and let them approach you. If your dog avoids eye contact, they may feel anxious or stressed. Pay attention to their body language for a clearer picture. And then there's barking, every dog's favorite form of communication. It's their way of talking to us, to each other, and to the world around them. But just like with human language, there are different types of barks, each with its own unique meaning. A high-pitched bark, especially when accompanied by a wagging tail and playful body language, usually means your dog is happy, excited, or wanting to play. A deep bark, on the other hand, often signals that they're trying to protect their territory, alert you to something suspicious, or express that they feel threatened. Now, some dogs are just naturally more vocal than others. By paying attention to the tone, pitch, and frequency of their barks, you'll start to understand the different messages they're trying to convey. Next, we've got licking. A lick from our dog can feel like a kiss, a sign of pure affection. Often it is. A relaxed body posture and wagging tail usually mean love, but licking can also signal anxiety or stress. Excessive licking might mean they're anxious. It's their way of self-soothing. Pay attention to context. Consult your vet if you notice excessive licking. Understanding their body language helps us meet their needs. The dreaded whining. It can be grating, especially if it goes on for a while, but it's important to remember that whining is your dog's way of trying to communicate with you. They haven't quite mastered English yet, so they use whines, whimpers, and yelps to get their message across. They might be hungry, thirsty, bored, needing to go potty, or simply wanting your attention. Whining can also indicate that your dog is feeling anxious, scared, or frustrated. The key is to listen to your dog, observe their body language, and try to understand the context of their whining. Are they looking longingly at their food bowl or the door? They might be hungry or need a bathroom break. Now let's talk about the bigger picture, your dog's overall body posture. Just like humans, dogs communicate volumes with their bodies even when they're not saying a word. If they're standing relaxed, weight evenly distributed, with their body loose and their tail wagging softly, it means they're comfortable and at ease. However, if their body becomes tense or stiff, their muscles rigid, with their tail tucked between their legs or held high and stiff, they might be feeling threatened, defensive, or even ready to fight. Always watch how they're holding themselves. Are they leaning forward, as if eager to greet someone? Are they cowering low to the ground, trying to make themselves appear smaller? These are all clues to their emotional state. When your dog drops into a play bow, it's a universal invitation to play. It's a heartwarming signal in dog language, a clear sign they want to have fun. Their front end lowers, chest almost touching the ground, rear end up, tail wagging, bright eyes, maybe a playful bark. They're saying, let's have some fun. It's a clear sign they mean no harm, just playtime. So next time, grab a toy and let the games begin. Dogs are natural sniffers. Their sense of smell is up to 100,000 times stronger than ours. They gather information, communicate, and learn about their surroundings. They identify other dogs, people, and detect changes in emotions or health. It's their way of reading the newspaper and staying informed. So next time your dog stops to sniff, let them sniff away. And finally, let's talk about sleeping positions. You might not think much about how your dog sleeps, but their chosen position can actually tell you a lot about how they feel, how deeply they trust you, and even their personality. If they sleep curled up in a tight ball like a furry donut, they're likely feeling insecure, cold, or trying to preserve body heat. Sleeping on their back with their belly exposed, on the other hand, shows they trust you completely and feel safe and secure in their environment. But if they're sprawled out on their stomach, legs stretched out like they're flying through the air, they're likely just comfortable and content. This position allows for maximum relaxation and is often seen in dogs who are confident and secure in their surroundings. So there you have it, 10 essential canine communication signals you should know. By learning these signals, paying attention to your dog's body language, and understanding the context of their behavior, you'll strengthen your bond with your dog and understand them better than ever. Remember, dogs are constantly communicating with us. They use their bodies, their voices, and even their sleep positions to tell us how they're feeling, what they need, and what they want. Now that you're fluent in dog, go out there and connect with your furry friend on a deeper level. Which signal did you recognize in your dog? Let us know in the comments below. Don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and ring that bell for more helpful tips on how to speak dog. See you next time.